We are talking about chapter 1, matter in our surroundings. In the last class we discussed what is the physical nature of matter. In this video we are going to talk about characteristics of particles of matter. Under this topic we are dealing three main characteristics of particles of matter. First one is particles of matter have space between them. Second one, particles of matter are continuously moving. And third one, particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter have space between them. In order to prove that particles are having space in between them, here we are doing a small experiment. Take a beaker with water, add few drops of ink into it. We are able to see that ink is spreading in that water. How this ink can spread in that water? When we shake this beaker, we are able to see that liquid become blue in color. How it happens? Or what is the reason behind it? It is due to the space between the water particles that ink will be going and taking the place. So we can say in between particle space is there, and into that space the things are getting mixed up. Another example, when we are dissolving some sugar in water and when we are tasting, we can feel that water sweet in taste. Where does that sugar gone? Sugar gone into the space in between water particles. So we can conclude that particles are having space in between them. The particles of one type of matter can get into the spaces between particles of the another. There is enough space between particles of matter. That is the reason why two matter get mixed. Now second point, particles of matter are continuously moving. In the figure you are able to see a food item which we all love to eat, right? When your parents are preparing this type of a food item in the kitchen, you will be able to get the smell even in other rooms of your house. Do you know why? The reason is that the vapor from this food particle spread evenly everywhere within few time. Why does this happen? Particles of matter are continuously moving. We are using this type of thing in our house for various purposes. If we lit a agarbatti at one corner of the room, we will be getting the smell everywhere in that room. How does it happen? The particles are moving from one part to another. Or we can say particles of matter are continuously moving. That is the reason why we are able to feel the smell of it. Now we can take this example again. Here you can see what is happening to that drop of ink. In different stages it is shown there. You are able to see that it is getting mixed with that water, or that blue ink is moving in that water, and as a result of that it is getting mixed with water. It is also happening when the particle of that blue ink moves from one part to another. There also we can say particles of matter are continuously moving. Now here you can see another figure which is also a favorite item, right? But can you feel the smell of this item? to a faraway place? We can't. But instead of this, if we are keeping one pot of biryani, that smell can be obtained to a faraway region. But when we are keeping this type of a food instead of it, we are not able to feel the smell in the same way. So what makes the difference? Particle movement depends upon temperature. As the temperature rises, particles move faster because kinetic energy of the particle also increases with increase in temperature. Kinetic energy of the particles also increases with increase in temperature. Do you know what is this kinetic energy? It is the energy associated with movement. Kinetic energy is the energy associated with movement. So when temperature increases, particles move faster because kinetic energy of the particle also increases with increase in temperature. Now we can do another experiment. We are going to add 1 spoon of sugar into hot water and cold water. We taken 2 beakers with same amount of water. 1 beaker consists of cold water and 1 beaker consists of hot water. We are going to add sugar in both this. We are able to see that sugar in hot water will dissolve fastly than sugar in cold water. We can conclude that particles of matter are continuously moving because particles possess kinetic energy. As temperature increases, particles move faster because kinetic energy of the particle also increases with increase in temperature. This intermixing of particles of 2 different matter by their own is called diffusion. Diffusion means the intermixing of particles of 2 different types of matter on their own is known as diffusion. So, we studied what is happening when particles are moving continuously. We are able to understand particles moves continuously. We are going to see one more new term called diffusion. Diffusion means the intermixing of particles of 2 different types of matter on their own. Intermixing of particles of 2 different types of matter on their own is known as diffusion. Now we can move to the third one. Particles of matter attract each other. Here you can see a pool with water. You all may experienced what will happen if you jump into water, right? When we are jumping, we will be cutting the water or we will be making a disturbance in that water. But when we go down, that water again gets joined. Do you know why? The reason is that particles of matter attract each other. Take some water in a container or consider the water in a pool. Try to cut the surface using your finger. After some time, you will be able to see that again joined. It will not create a hole there. Imagine like that. When you are jumping into water, you are creating a hole in the water and it is not getting joined. Then when we are looking into a pond, we are able to see so many holes in the surface, right? But it is not happening. We are not able to see holes in the surface of the water. The reason is that the matter attract each other. The particles of matter attract each other and they will join again. So the third property, particles of matter attract each other. In order to prove this, we can do a small experiment. We can consider three things. First one, iron nail, chalk and rubber band. Try to break these items either by hammering, cutting or stretching. What will happen if you try to use hammer over this iron nail? You are able to see that it gets flattened. Now when you are trying to cut a chalk, you are able to see that it become just two pieces. Even then the other particles are attracted each other. Right, it will not become powdered if you are just cutting it. But if you are using a hammer over this, you are able to make it into powder, and you are able to make it into a chalk when you are using another technique. Why that powder can again make into chalk? The reason is that particles attract each other. Now what will happen when we stretch this rubber band? We are able to see that it will become bigger one, and when we release that force, it will go back into its original position. When we are using strong force, sometimes it may break. But we are able to stretch it, or we are able to expand it by applying a force. And when we leave that force, it will go back to its original place itself. Here also we can say particles attract each other. That is the reason why it is moving back to its original position. From this, we can conclude that particles of matter have force acting between them. This force keeps the particles together. The force may vary from one kind of matter to another.